Hey everybody, welcome back to game Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek, and this is Quick Mash.
I know it was probably on purpose, but every time I give you the option to introduce and you say I'm Zinker, he's Derek, I like to imagine it's a genuine accident. And then this is Quick Mash.
I mean,
What the fuck? Prime Mash Journal. What do I need? We need.
what you want from me?
We did Metroidvania. We just need JRPGs. So let's just do a bunch of JRPGs real quick. And I mean real quick.
JRPGs real quick.
Yeah. Oh, Derek, they're gonna be quick, buddy. They're gonna be fucking quick, alright? Alright. See, I don't know if I want... Alright, you know what? I will. I'll just pose this question. Do you, Derek, do you encounter this problem? Does this ever happen to you? Do you, like, feel bad, like,
what?
asking for hugs or giving hugs? Because I sure do. South-hearted town.
I don't giving them because I'm blessing whoever is lucky enough to receive one from me.
Wow, I wish I thought that way.
I don't ask for hugs ever really, because that feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Just because like, I don't know, just asking for anything feels weird to me.
Help! There's so many of them. What am I doing?
I love Goblin Slayer.
Wait a second. I have to eliminate the goblin, but I'm being guarded by the goblin. Oh my god. Is this the goblin? Wait. Do I just kill any of these guys? No, don't kill him.
Probably.
That wasn't the one I wanted to kill. I wanted to kill that one. Alright. So see, I asked this because I was given... Alright, so like... I stayed at work. I worked like a 50-hour week, right? Not even 56 hour. I worked a lot. Yeah, I did it. That was the goblin I had to kill. Woo! What a mash.
You win.
And my sis is manager on duty and comes up and asks, "So, hey, you want to stay?" And I don't. I don't want to stay.
Yeah, naturally.
But
that's always.
She's like
I don't is always the right answer.
Yeah, but this is my sis too, so I always help her up. I really didn't want to, and just out of the blue, and it was very random. She's like, "I will give you a hug if you stay." That threw me off. I don't know. Whenever a hug gets on the table for anything, I just feel creepy no matter the situation. So I acted like really dismissive. I was just like, "Oh, that's a really weird thing to offer me." Cuz but now that I reflect on it, I'm like, she was having a rough day, that she might have just been having a rough day. So, you know, that
may have been more for her.
Yeah. So then later on in the day, I said I would actually take it, because then I felt bad after reflecting it on that. But then I felt bad for asking for it, because that just felt creepy. So here I am.
Wait, what a first world problem.
Dude, I feel so bad. Like I didn't get the hug. In case you're wondering, and I made a joke about it, and I regret that too. So I don't know. Now I just feel like a shit. So I don't know.
You didn't get it, or like you didn't take it?
I didn't get it. So I was promised it, so I made a joke about it, and then I'm like, oh shit, that was stupid. Why did I do that? So now now I have to dodge it whenever it happens. If it is going to happen. So that's where I'm at.
Huh. That's all I got.
Thanks. I don't know. I feel really bad about taking hugs.
I don't. So for me, it feels weird unless I'm like really close with the person.
Well, yeah, I'm really close with her, but
I don't know.
I still feel
it's like it's weird.
All right, so let me phrase this other angle that I don't quite know how to describe. So hugs for me are just really strange to get nowadays. And I don't like it. Well, it's not that I don't like them, but it's just that like yeah, they just create so much awkwardness. Like my other manager was leaving, and you know she worked there for 8 years, so we threw her a going away party, right? And it was like one of those things like, oh, they're going away for a long time, so, you know, like a hug is expected, right? Sort of if you know them. But like I was thinking like, oh, but I don't give her a hug. That's strange. It's just if I'm involved, it just seems strange to give anyone a hug. So I was like, I probably won't. But I you know, she gave a hug to everyone. So like, I feel like I'm obligated now. So there was one point she approached me. I went for the hug, and she's like, oh, I'm actually just going for something in the office. Like, oh, and then I didn't. I was like, that was awkward, and I just didn't do it again, because I felt bad, which I think is fair. Oh, okay, those bombs are super helpful. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Hugs.
It is weird.
It is. Oh,
like,
I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have pressured her.
I definitely have done that before, where like I like unintentionally really kind of pressured someone.
Yeah, I just hate doing that. I hate it so much.
I think I can only think of one situation I've done it, and like it was very like obvious, and like
the ironic part is, while I didn't hug my friend, I did hug someone today. I can literally count the amount of hugs I get in the year. It's one. But someone else was leaving, and I was like, oh, they're leaving tomorrow, but I'm not working tomorrow, and there's no force on the planet getting me in, because I have not had a day off since a week ago, and for more reference from when we started recording this, it's basically the same week that legendary mode happened. So, okay. Thank you, selection device, for fucking that up. That was annoying. Please don't. I killed them all, anyways. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I haven't had a day off since, so I'm not going in. Anyhow, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna see you. And I'm like, oh, I had to say bye to you. And then there's this kind of like awkward pause, because like I didn't actually want to like offer a hug type thing, because then I feel bad. And she said it, thank God. I'm like, all right, cool. Broke the silence. I'm like, yeah, because I like this person. This person that was working, they used to work with me back in the OG times, before I was like a supervisor and all that. So you know, the person is like, was it cut from the same cloth too? So we're just very similar personalities. So yeah. So I'm actually going. She came back this year for whatever the fucking reason she came back. But whatever, works for me. It's just what am I trying to sell to them? I have to sell all the shit to them. Why do I have to sell anything? Anyhow, yeah. So I'm actually sad to see her go. So I don't know. Hugs? I don't know. I feel weird when hugs are involved in any situation. I just feel bad. I just feel bad for existing. I don't know.
I feel that
Yeah.
sometimes. Like, so hugs I have a weird history with hugs because in high school, I think people, and I get this a lot from people still, like too. People, a lot of people look at me and just I think assume that I want nothing to do with physical contact with anybody, like ever. So like, I have, or so like I've had people like. I've had people like ask like if they can hug me before or whatnot, and like I almost never say no unless like it's like they're gross. Basically, that's it. And
Right.
like I've had people ask and they're like, and like they're like surprised like if I like when I say yes because they're like they're like, oh, I you seem like the kind of person who just never want to hug someone, and like I'm always like I'm perfectly happy to hug people. I just don't like like ask it.
Right. What the fuck?
And
What is... Huh? Alright, whatever. Shortcut. Let me go this way. Woo!
But like there, on occasion, if like for like close friends, when someone is like really like having like a bad time, that's like the only time I ever like offer a hug. And even still, it's like I kind of like I still feel bad doing it.
Oh yeah, I feel awful doing that.
I'm like it's like I'm doing it like I really am just like I have no intentions other than just like trying to help them or like help them feel better, but like it still feels bad.
Right.
Feels bad because I'm getting something out of it.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't know if I ever told this before. Actually, I definitely haven't. But there was someone at RIT that I cuddled with just because they're having a bad day, and I just thought it was just like the only time I ever cuddled with someone. We watched Airplane, too. She was just having a real bad day.
Airplane 2 or Airplane as well?
Just Airplane. Just the original one.
Okay. That's important.
And I guess, and she was just having a real bad time, I guess. I don't actually remember the context of it, but I felt so bad, like, the entire time. Like, I spent, like, most of the night with her, I think. I don't remember, but, oh, God, I just felt, it's very vivid. I just felt extremely bad about that. Just, I don't know. I felt like I was taking advantage of her. She said that you didn't. You're an idiot, I think. I recall that conversation.
I think that's generally the thought.
I guess.
Is like, I think most people really aren't as opposed to it, or aren't opposed to it really at all.
Opposed to what?
It's just like hugging or like well, cuddling's different, a little different, I guess, but like,
yeah,
physical contact with other people. I think most people really aren't as like, especially with someone they know, they're not like extremely opposed to it. Like a stranger, obviously, that's weird. That don't do that. You don't just go up and hug someone, or don't just But like with like someone I think most people are pretty like comfortable with it, and like it is a mutually beneficial thing. It just feels weird because like it feels weird to be mutually beneficial. I think that's what makes it weird.
That is, I guess that's kind of strange. I guess I have to fight fucking Fox over here. Fucking Vulpix 2 over here.
I used to be like, I've had like really weird points with hugs, because like in high school people were like people like actively wanted to like hug me because they
Yeah.
thought like because they thought I didn't want.
Oh, I had that
So, like-
experience too, actually. Now I think about it.
Yeah,
People,
it was like
and
a
then
prize.
I finally gave in the hugs because the girl I liked, hugged, you know, like liked hugs. So I'm like, oh well, fuck, I want to hug her. I like her. So
I gave into them. So in high school, I gave into them because some people would ask, some people just didn't give a choice. Some people just like were just like, I'm stealing the hug from you if you really don't have to say it.
I had that experience too, actually.
And like, I didn't really care that much, but like, you know, 'cause my high school was people were very like physical, like people.
Yeah.
And that like a lot of people just, I think that's how high school. I don't know if that's how high school is anymore. But like, I know like at least when I was still in high school, like that's how my class. And I've heard like mixed things from people, but like that's how my class was, where people are constantly just touching each other.
I had that too. You know what I also had that I think is kind of like exclusive to me? In kindergarten, I had a lot of girls kind of like force guys down and kiss them on the cheek. And I feel like a lot of other people didn't have that as an experience.
That doesn't sound like it's not something I experienced, but that doesn't sound out of like, that doesn't sound like unheard of.
I don't think it's unheard of. I don't know. It just happened at my kindergarten a lot. It was very strange. I remember this girl Victoria. She only it happened with a lot of girls, but she only did it once, and I just remember her vividly. I don't know why. I probably liked her as a kid or something. I have no idea. Very long ago. The only thing I really remember from like those days was was one day there were a bunch of kids lined up on like the top of a hill at our elementary school, because there's like this old steep hill. I'm talking like the steepest hill you've ever seen in your entire life. And then I was walking by and I looked up, I see all these kids, like, what's going on? All the kids charged down the fucking hill. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm halfway through this hill. And I'm like, why did I turn? And I start bolting. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Just every single fucking kid bolts down the goddamn hill. And so it's that. The girl named Victoria, and that's like my earliest child memory. Oh, there's this one girl named Sammy that I was explaining. I remember this too. I already had that one filled in, but thank you. There's this one girl too. I remember explaining on the basketball court that I was explaining like guys in general are better at like math and science, and girls are better at like writing and stuff. But that doesn't mean the best person, like the best person in math and science could be a girl, or the best the best writer could be a guy. I just knew that really young somehow, I guess. Which I don't know if that statistic's still true, because that's like what, fucking 16 years ago?
That's an old statistic.
That's a very old
statistic. At least
statistic.
like from like when we would have heard it, that's an old statistic, yeah.
Very old statistic, but I just like that I grasped that concept of it's okay for like, oh yeah, guys typically are better at math, so long as you understand that, yeah, but that doesn't mean just because you're a guy you're better at math, or just that or that the best person at math is actually a guy. It could be a girl or whatever. So those are like my earliest childhood ones, I think. I faintly remember what my kindergarten looked like. And I remember a swing set, and I don't remember much else. War is declared. That seems familiar to kindergarten. I remember there being a war. I think there was a lot of blood. No, but yeah, I got it from hugs.
But what I was getting at before, or one of the things I was saying before though was like, yeah. So I had a weird history with hugs because in high school, people really wanted them and would take them, and people would just take them. I didn't really get a choice. And even if people asked, like I didn't care. Uh, which is partially why I say I bless people with my hugs.
Sure.
Is because I'm only kind of kidding.
Right,
Because
right.
they were sought after at one point.
They were sought after. They were quite the storm. They were quite the talk on the block. That thing's still alive.
In college.
Oh, I just had the all right. Well, I did it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that to go that fast.
In college, I don't think I ever really experienced. Oh, you know what? I feel like Haley would hug me or I feel like I hugged Haley like on very rare occasions.
I think Haley hugged me. She also
I
beat
think
me
she
up
was.
a lot.
I think she she's a little give and take.
It's just me. She also beat me up a lot. Yeah, she's like a little give and take.
But like,
yeah.
I think she was probably the only person that ever really did. Maybe. Oh, you know what? There's maybe like one other person in my major that maybe did. But I don't think hugs. I don't think I really like didn't experience hugs like at all.
I had
for
an
most
old
of
friend
college
from high school, and then I had the cuddle, and then that's it. And Haley, and then I don't think I ever. I had my ex-best friend that went to the same college as me, and then just kind of stopped being my best friend. That was sad. There's much of a reason for that I know of.
It happens sometimes. Friendships fall apart or fall off sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know what it.
It's a common. Like my best friend from high school, we never like stopped being best friends. We just kind of like fell out of talking with each other. Because we went to different colleges, of course, but like.
Well, I talk to this person all the time. So I don't know. That's what kind of messed me up. Oh, Harold's great axe.
Harold.
You know I'm equipping that. Jesus Christ! 65
wow.
damage.
That's a great axe.
Oh yeah, it's Harold's great axe. I can't go back that way. So who am I freeing the land? Is that him?
Random encounter one.
Well, who is that? Is that him?
Guess you don't know yet.
I don't think it is.
So, and then the only other, so like in cosplay troop, because like that's most of the people I hung out with for like the last couple of years of college. There were a few people who, there was one of the older guys. Like when I say older, I mean like he was like in his like late 20. Actually, he's like 30. He's like 30, 31 now.
Right.
But like he's extremely like extroverted and will like when he like goes to like leave somewhere. There were a couple people like this that like when they like leave a party whatnot, they go around and like hug everybody. There were a couple people who did that.
Guess that wasn't my mark.
Like there were a couple people who did. There were a couple people who would like when like people like when like people were like leaving like a party or like a hangout or something like that. They would like give like a hug goodbye.
Right.
But I think that's really it for people in troop that would like hug, and those are all people who did that were really people who I wasn't really close with. So like at first I was kind of like awkward with it because I was like, this is just kind of weird and I don't know that well. But like I eventually just kind of got used to like hug back too, not like caring much, but like more of like a courtesy hug.
Sure, sure.
But
So
when was the last time I offered someone a hug? I
Oh.
don't remember. I feel like I feel like I did at a convention like once, and I can't remember.
I roughly get literally one hug a year.
That's probably honestly more than I've been getting
Yeah. Kind
the
of
last
sad.
couple of years.
Was that King Harpy?
Yeah, I love hugs, and like I really do. It's sad because I just I never get them.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody from like or anything.
It doesn't say King Harpy, so I don't think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want them from anybody from my work.
I mean, like, I kind of wanted
and
a
like,
hug and from my work situation, but also, like, I just feel bad about it now, so.
yeah.
That King Harpy, that's a tortoise.
The way I see it, Zinker, if someone asks, it's fine.
Right,
like,
but
they've already
past
consented to
the
that.
asking. I did ask for it today, and they didn't give it to me. So that to me is indication that was not. I was wrong about it being wanted. So, yeah. That's where I'm going.
I guess that was a weird way to offer it.
She might have been. I don't know if she was having a rough day or not. I know she was having a rough day. I don't know if she would get. She would want a hug.
Was like a consolation.
Yeah, I don't know if she would have wanted a hug for having a bad day. I don't. I have no idea. I'm not concerned with it. Just if she offers because I brought it up again, I'm not gonna take it. That would feel rude. I don't think she is anyway. So, I was just strange because I just thought about it way more.
I've definitely been rejected from asking too. If it makes you feel better.
No,
where, like,
dude, it was just that scenario. I felt so bad too because I was thinking in my head, like, look, I know she's hugging everyone else because my manager, not that. I know she's hugging everyone else, but I know she doesn't want one for me. And then I offered it, and oh god, that was just bad.
Zinker, I think that was, to me, it sounds like that was just weird because she offered and you said no, and then you asked again because like it sounds weird
no one
because
offered
it
me
means
this
you were
one.
thinking about it still.
I don't know.
I think that's what makes it weird is that like
yeah,
you know if you
no
if you
I was
like
talking
if
about
the moment you said yeah
I was talking about that. This is not the same person. This was a different one. This is during the going away party.
Oh.
It was never asked for that one. No, yeah, I don't know. This looks like a harpy. I'm gonna kill it. I did it! King Harpy's dead. Maybe, I forgot what I was saying, really. But, yeah. No, the manager one was different from the system. I don't know.
Okay.
I felt kind of bad once but also, I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's okay. So I think it's weird to ask for a hug. It's fine to offer one as like a consoling hug. And if someone rejects it and says like no thanks, I think I like there's I guess suppose there's good and bad ways to reject it, but I think generally that's more of a rejecting it because they don't need it, not because they don't want it.
All paid off. Maybe we should invest in automated mech security. Mech security? I see you've been hitting Rob's anime collection. Simon's been sharing his personal favorites. Amazing Kabuki mech and One Kick Dad. Actually pretty smart. Well animated too. Not you too.
One Kick Dad.
Tomo, we lost another one to the anime. You and me, we understand. Birds of the same feather flock together. And you like a brown girl. Well, black girl, but whatever. They're both cute. Alright, says the nerd who spent most of last night collecting alpaca furs in Mountain Farm Simulator. Gotta get them YouTube views, alright, Joom? Fucking calm your ass. It's a great game. Whatever you say, kiddo. Did you complete all the Prime Mashes? Only JRPG is left. I was thinking of asking Meryl to help me. You called? Wow. Oh, hey, I gotta mash some JRPGs. Did you want to hang out and help me? Only if you promise me one thing. What? No level 99 grinding in the starting area. Why? Some guy did that in Kingdom Hearts. It only took him like 14 days. For you, anything. Text me when you finish up work. I can't wait for that to be the boss. I have to sit there and grind to level 99. Okay, I mean like
358 over 2 days.
Wow, that is a number. Alright, next time on Speletons, the JRPG boss. Yeah. Woo! Go ahead and hit that subscribe. If you ever wanted a hug in your life. And our mailman will come deliver one to you. That's right, the Speletons licensed mailman will show up at your doorstep and deliver you one hug. Nope.
Disclaimer, the hug is not from us.
That's what I was gonna say. No, the mailman is neither me nor Derek. Alright, bye.